Students, once again I welcome you all to my channel Abrar sir classes. ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಸಿಟಿ ಚಾಪ್ಟರಿನ ಗ್ಯಾಲೋನೋಮೀಟರ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ನೋಡೋಣಪ್ಪ. Okay, this is very interesting topic. Kindly concentrate on the problems. The first problem is saying the resistance of a moving coil galvanometer is 20 ohm. Okay, now we have one what galvanometer. Okay, ಇದು ಗ್ಯಾಲೋನೋಮೀಟರ್ G. Okay, now its resistance is ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ 20 ohm ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರಪ್ಪ. Okay, right. It requires 0.01. Okay, what is the current here? Current ಎಷ್ಟು IG ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ 0.01 amperes. Okay. For full scale deflection. Okay, the value of resistance to convert it into a voltmeter. Oh, this is conversion of a galvanometer into a voltmeter. Here high resistance is connected in series with the galvanometer because we are following voltage divide rule. Okay, voltage divide rule. Conversion of a galvanometer into a voltmeter andre voltage divide rule follow agutte. Therefore here a high resistance is put in series with the galvanometer. Okay, now IG ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, RG ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, R. Okay, you have to calculate the value of resistance to convert it into a voltmeter of range 20 volts. Okay, what is the total voltage of range is to 20 volts measure ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ. Okay, it has to measure how many volts? It has to measure 20 volts. 20 volts. It has to measure how many volts? 20 volts measure ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ. Okay, we have to connect one. Understood. Now what he is asking? He is asking the value of R. Now what is the total voltage? V naught is equal to voltage across here, that is IG into RG, plus what is the voltage here? Voltage across this resistor, IG into R. Allenappa. From here you can calculate the value of R. ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ? V naught by IG minus of RG. Okay, R is equal to V naught by IG minus of RG. Now how much is V naught? V naught is given 20 divided by IG and the rest of that is 0.01 minus RG. Resistance is given 20. Okay, now I can calculate this 20 and the 20. I will remove these two 0 out minus 20, that is equal to 1980 ohm. Okay, a very high resistance is connected in series with the galvanometer because okay here always V naught is greater than what? VG irutte. Okay, how much is VG? What is the voltage across the galvanometer? That is given by how much? IG into RG. Okay, IG into RG. IG in ಎಷ್ಟಪ್ಪ 0.01 into 20 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ? That is how many volts? 0.2 volts. 0.2 volts. Okay, therefore we will connect a resistor in series with it to protect this galvanometer. Okay, this is the total voltage, okay, across this galvanometer and the resistor. Okay, directly if you remember the formula, that is also okay. Unknown resistance they are asking, that is connected in series with the galvanometer, R is equal to V naught by IG minus of RG, where RG is what? Resistance of the galvanometer. V naught is the range of the voltage that has to be calculated. Okay, V naught. IG andre current through the galvanometer. Hope you understood. Next problem ನೋಡೋಣಪ್ಪ. A galvanometer has a resistance. Okay, ಒಂದು galvanometer ಇದೆ. Okay, G ಅಂತ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಇದು resistance ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ? Resistance of the galvanometer G ನೇ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. G. Okay, and current IF is flowing through it. Current IA flow ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತೆ. Okay, current IA is flowing in it. Produces full scale deflection. If S1 is the value of shunt. Okay, shunt andre you have to connect a low resistance wire in parallel with the galvanometer. Okay, this they are saying this is S1. Where S1 is what? S1 is the shunt. Shunt means small resistance that is connected in parallel with the what? Galvanometer. Here galvanometer is getting converted into what? An ammeter. Here current divide rule is out there. Current divide rule. Okay. If S1 is the value of shunt which converts it into an ammeter of range 0 to I, 0 to I, then what is the value here? I is flowing here. Okay, see here 0 to I ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Okay, I is flowing here. IA ಇಲ್ಲಿ. The remaining will be how much? I minus of IA. I minus of IA. Okay, what is the current flowing through this shunt? S1 I minus of IA. Okay, these two are in parallel. I can what? I can equate the equations. Voltage will be same. So here ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ? IA. Okay, what is the resistance here? Is given G, IAG. Okay, IA into G is equal to S1 into I minus of IA ಆಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ. What is S1 then? S1 is equal to how much? IAG divided by I minus IA ಆಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ, right? Okay, where what is I? I is the value of the current, okay, that we are going to measure. If S1 is the value of shunt which converts it into an ammeter of range 0 to I, okay, 0 to I, that is the value of the current that has to be calculated. Now, and S2 is the value of shunt for the range 0 to 2I. ಇಲ್ಲಿ range ಏನಾಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ? Change ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ. Similarly, here only one change. Similarly, here how much is S2? Same galvanometer. Okay, here current IA will be flowing. IA, okay, into what is the resistance galvanometer? G divided by, okay, what is the range? Here it has changed now. 2I minus of IA. That is the only change in S2. Therefore, now what they are asking, then the ratio S1 by S2. We have to calculate what? S1 by S2. S1 by S2 andre, okay, that is given by IA into G divided by I minus of IA ಅಲ್ವೇನಪ್ಪ, ಇಂಟು ಇದು ಪಲ್ಟಿ ಹೊಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ, ಇದು ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ 2I minus of IA divided by IA into G ಆಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ. ಇದೆರಡು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, therefore 2I minus of IA divided by I minus of IA. Which option is right? 2I minus IA divided by okay. Here be careful about the range of the current they have given. Here 0 to I. Here what is the maximum? Is 2I. Andre illi see here, if this galvanometer is there, okay, this is same. RG is equal to G, right? Okay, here this will be how much? S2 ಅಲ್ವೇನಪ್ಪ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2I ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ರೈಟ್? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? IA ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ರೈಟ್? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? 2I minus IA. 2I minus IA. Again, use the same formula. Okay, S1 is equal to IA into G divided by 2I minus of IA. Right? Now, this is the right answer. D is the right answer. Next problem, nodalappa. What he is telling? Resistances R1 and R2 is 60 ohm. Okay, okay. This is 60 ohm and R2 is 60 ohm. Right? And now are connected in, okay, they are connected in series as shown in the figure. The potential difference between A and B, okay, potential difference ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರಪ್ಪ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ? 120 volts they have given. 120 volts ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇರಲಿ. Okay, then what will be the reading of voltmeter connected between the point C and D if resistance of voltmeter, resistance of the voltmeter ಎಷ್ಟಪ್ಪ? 120 ohm ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Now you know very clearly this is R1 is ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರಪ್ಪ 60 ohm ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Okay, and now this is, these two are connected in what? Parallel. Okay, these two are connected in parallel. How to calculate the effective resistance between C and D? Okay, ಈ point C, ಇದು point D, C and D. Okay, what will be the resistance between C and D then? C and D ಎರಡು ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಇದೆ. So 60 into 120 divided by 60 plus of 120. Okay, what will be the value of that resistance here? ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಇದು? How much we are going to get? 60 into 120 divided by 60 plus of 120. Okay, how to simplify this one? How to simplify? Okay, 60 into 120 ಹಂಗೆ ಇರಲಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಇದು 180 ಬರ್ತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ಅಲ್ಲೋಣಪ್ಪ. 0 0 0 0 0 ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ರೈಟ್? ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನಾವು ಹಿಯರ್ 1 0 gets cancelled. Okay, this you can simplify. Forty ohm. What is the resistance? 40 ohm. Is 40. Okay, 40 ohm. Now the resistance between C and D is how much? RCD is equal to 40 ohm. The resistance between C and D 40 ohm. Now what they are asking? Then what will be the reading of voltmeter? Okay, what is the voltmeter reading? Now we are very clear that total voltage is what is the total voltage they have given? Total voltage is 120 volts, right? Now we'll use what? Voltage divide rule. Okay, call this as V1. I will call this as what? That already we have learned. Call this as V1 and call this as V2. Okay, how to calculate V2? Very easy. V2 is equal to main voltage, that is the main voltage, total voltage 120 into resistance of that branch, 40, divided by sum of the resistances 60 plus 40, that is equal to 120 into 40 divided by 100. 0 0 0 0 gets cancelled, is equal to 12 fours are 48 volts is the right answer. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತನಪ್ಪ? Okay, these two are in parallel, therefore calculate the resistance between equivalent resistance between C and D. 40 ohm ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Now use voltage divider. How to calculate V1? V1 is equal to, can calculate as total voltage V into resistance of that branch R1 divided by R1 plus of R2. How to calculate V2? Here we have calculated V2 is equal to V into R2 divided by R1 plus R2. Voltage divide rule use ಮಾಡಿ you will get the value of the voltage that is across these points C and D, that is ಇಲ್ಲಿ. Okay, that is the reading of the voltmeter, 48 volts. Hope you understood, you have enjoyed this. Thank you one and all. If you have liked this video, kindly share it, subscribe for my channel, ask doubts in the comment box and like it. Thank you one and all.